Hello, and welcome to Optical Photography. Today's tutorial will be on how to get a completely white background on product photography. Just a set of headphones, and also you can see this polystyrene block we had in the background to hold it up. So we just want to get rid of the darkness and so on, make it completely white, but keeping these little shadows. Okay, so the first thing I do is get the pen tool and just go around and select out the headphones. So I'll zoom in, just start there. So I'll skip forward to where I've completed this. If you don't know how to use the pen tool, there's lots of information on the internet. Just Google how to use the pen tool, and perhaps I'll do a tutorial on it at some point. So I'll just skip forward for you. Right, so I've finished that and I've turned it into a selection. So now we've got our marching ants around the whole thing, all the headphones. So what I usually tend to do is create a new layer and hold Control or Command if you're on a Mac, hit backspace, and it just fills it in with white. So I have that selection on a layer all the time. Then just go and hide that, and you can deselect now. So that's always there. So now what you want to do, you want to hold Control or Command and click on the thumbnail of the little outline layer we created. So we get the selection. And then you want to invert it, so you hold Control or Command and Shift and hit I. So now it's selected outside of that area. Now you're going to do a little bit of clean up. I'll always do this on a new layer. So I'll just get the spot Hoolean brush tool and just click there, hold Shift, click there, it does a whole line. Clone stamp tool, if you don't know how to use these, again, lots of information online. Just selecting a bit near it, going over it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Do this bit in here roughly. Again, it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be perfect. Now deselect that. Control or Command D to deselect. Now what I'll do is I'll duplicate the background layer. So right click, duplicate, click OK, and then merge these two together by selecting them both, Control or Command D. Then what you want to do is duplicate this layer again. So right click on it, duplicate layer, OK. Now put a blur on this one, so filter, blur, Gaussian blur, till it's all hidden. See, this is too low, but you can still see it in the line. There, that'll do. Okay, now we're going to want to put a layer mask on this layer. And you want to hide the blur, so hold down Alt or Option on a Mac and click the layer mask button down here. And it will hide that layer. Now you get your brush tool, make sure white's selected because it's black, and I've got a flow of about 10, and just go over the little lines. If you don't want to go too close to the headphones themselves, otherwise you get a weird mark around the outside. So let's undo that. It doesn't have to be perfect, that's just made it look a little bit less harsh. So now we're going to want to get the completely white background. Now just merge these two layers together. Then hit Control or Command E. That'll create its own layer. Now we're going to come up to Filter and Camera Raw Filter. And we're only going to be working on the background, so don't worry what it does to the headphones. We'll sort that out later. So we take the white slider and just put it all the way up. See, it does all the whites. Looks nice. And then click OK. Now we're going to take that selection that we created earlier, make it a selection, and then put a layer mask where it hides the headphones, so it will show the headphones from underneath. So you click Alt or Option on a Mac and click the layer mask button. That way all we've changed is the background and not the headphones itself. And there we have it. And then you can edit the overall look of the headphones. But we won't do that, it's just about getting the background completely white. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and stay tuned for more tutorials.